This situation with Jasmine Eiland has bothered me all day. I first saw this when my husband was still home. I'm working from home today. But I first saw this when my husband was still home. And before he left for work, he said, "Babe, I know you. This is going to bother you all day." And it will. Something about seeing this woman be assaulted, it has bothered me to my core. And the thing that bothers me the most is how a lot of people are responding. So, Black women, we have to be prepared to defend ourselves whenever we leave the house and also while we're at home. Now, if you're not comfortable using a lethal weapon, there are non-lethal weapons that you can use to protect yourself. There's pepper spray. You can make pepper spray at home as well. And there's also tasers. Or you can take one of those self-defense courses so that if you get in a situation where someone is assaulting you or they try to rape you or rob you, you can defend yourself. Because the sad thing is, as we've seen over and over again, when a Black woman is a victim, no one steps in to help. And another thing that I would suggest is that we stop supporting these clubs and other venues. Stop supporting them. Stop giving them your money. Because this woman was screaming and begging for help. And no one who worked at the club or who was part of the security team did anything to step in and help her. They just sat there and acted like they didn't hear this woman screaming and crying and begging for help. And there are people who used to work for that club who were saying that they don't recommend that Black women go to that club because of the things that the club allows to happen. Stop supporting them. If you do have to go out, make sure that you are around people who have something to lose. Right? So if you want to go out to happy hour, there are some country clubs or high-end bars that, that you can go to. Now, you will be less likely to be attacked in those situations. Because those venues have a reputation. So they're not going to stand by and watch anyone be attacked, or they're not going to stand by and watch a woman be sexually assaulted, because those venues have a reputation to maintain. And the people in those spaces have a reputation to maintain. So you're less likely to come across a person who will do something like that to you. The unfortunate reality is that it's very dangerous for us as Black women to put ourselves in spaces where there are a lot of other Black people. Because there were Black men and Black women in that club. And none of them did anything to help Jasmine. As a matter of fact, there are Black women on Jasmine's Facebook page who are blaming her for what happened to her. You know, these stone-faced bitches with the shake and go wigs. Them type of bitches like to defend the fuckery that goes on in Black communities. So I would suggest that more of us as Black women stop supporting these clubs, stop supporting these venues. If they can't provide us with basic protection, if they can't ensure that, okay, if you see a woman being beat up in a club, or if you see her as she's screaming and begging for help because this guy's trying to rape her, you'll at least break it up and make sure she's okay, or you'll call the cops. If they can't provide that basic protection, then we as Black women should stop supporting them. Period. Fuck them. Fuck them and their businesses. Because they don't give a fuck about you while they're watching you being beat up and sexually assaulted. All right?